Magical One here, and I've been tagged in a kitchen tag video, so let's do one of those. Now, I haven't done a video in a while, just because I've been really busy with doing things, actually most of the time with Steve, which is over on Burnt Papyrus TV and the Burnt Papyrus channel. We've been doing some horror film stuff. We're about to go to True Believers Comic Book Festival. Also with my band Welcome Back Delta, we've got some bigger gigs coming up. So I've kind of been tied up doing that stuff, so I haven't been able to do a lot of gameplay stuff. In addition, I just got a whole bunch of new tech over the Christmas period as well, so I wanted to get content done with all the new tech rather than relying on the old footage and release a whole bunch of stuff. So that's all coming up, but that's all excuses. Here's a tag video. Now, Steve nominated me for this over on Burnt Papyrus TV channel, so I'll put links to that below so you guys can check them there. And at the end of this video I'll nominate 3 or 4 other people who can do this as well and check it out. The whole tag videos and stuff I kind of find kind of cool. It's all slice of life-y stuff. So yeah, there's a series of questions basically that I need to ask. The first one is, how many animals can I fit in my kitchen? Now, technically I can cheat on this because my kitchen is also part of my living room. You're actually sat, you guys are sat right now, on the breakfast bar. So technically if my animals overspilled into my living room, I'd technically be able to fit more. But people talk about different measurements. Steve used the otter measurement. But to me it's, can you stack animals? Like if I only put them 1 deep, stacking wise, then I could fit maybe, oh I don't know, 25 cats. But if I stack them on top of each other, then I reckon I could go 25 cats that way and then keep stacking them up. And then when we get to surfaces they overflow. So I reckon maybe 250 to 300 cats. But then if I'm going for numbers wise, I use smaller animals. So I could fit maybe 256,782 stick insects. Maybe more. Probably 753,468 locusts. Something like that. I don't know. But on the other hand, 1 honey badger, because I wouldn't be able to put anything else in here. It would just beat the crap out of it and smoke a cigar or something. Anyway, that's a rough estimate. It's a reasonable sized kitchen. Anyway, the second question was, what weapon in my kitchen would be the best in a zombie apocalypse? Now I know some people looked at like the knife blocks and stuff like that, which is all well and good, but it depends on the kind of infection, which zombie questions come up a lot, and I tend to always come up with depends on the kind of infection, because if it's blood that's infectious, cutting them open could mean that even coagulated blood, or like clotting blood, if it comes away from the cut towards you and it gets in your eye or in your mouth, you could then become infected. So really, cutting them open doesn't seem like the best thing, especially not with a knife, because you've got no reach. So you really want a reach weapon, which is why sword's actually a little bit better. Spear's also quite cool. I don't actually have any projectile weapons in my kitchen. So bludgeoning, I guess, would be a better way to go. Pots and pans are good for bludgeoning, which is kind of cool. But again, there's no reach. But then I realised that most people have like an electrical drawer within their kitchen, and I'm no exception. So within my electrical drawer, I've got my Leatherman. Now, it's not a real Leatherman, but it's a Leatherman copy. This, I think, would be the most useful thing in a zombie apocalypse as a weapon. Not directly to slice open zombies or anything, but I can use it to rewire electrical cables and things, create traps. The saw part of it, I'd be able to saw down bits of wood. I'd be able to do various other things that I can't think of as screwdrivers, so I'd be able to like unscrew panels to get into ventilation shafts and stuff like that. I think it would be far more useful, something like that, than just a bludgeoning tool, because a bludgeoning tool you can kind of pick up anywhere, and this isn't something you can pick up anywhere. which it says weapons, so I don't know if that's cheating. I'm just going to close the noisy drawer. So if that's cheating, then bludgeoning, the biggest pan I've got, which is pretty silly big and might work as a helmet or body armor. I don't know. What else is on this list? I've got it written just to the side, so that's why if I'm staring past you, I'm not looking off into space. I'm looking at a list. A washing up song. Now, again, I'm cheating, I'm using modern technology. Just above my sink is a little shelf. It's over that way, you can't see it, because I don't want to move the camera. There's a little shelf, and I can pop my iPad up on that shelf. So typically I'll watch YouTube whilst doing my washing up. So I'll be watching, like, Tobuscus, or Goatesque, or I don't know, Machinima, or anything like that, and I'll just watch a whole bunch of videos. So any of their theme tunes, really, it would be kind of the washing up song I would have. Other than that, I can't really think of anything I specifically hum whilst washing up. I do hum a lot of music, so whatever's in my head at the time. It says about fridge decoration. Now, in my kitchen, my fridge is down there, so it's below waist height, so fridge decoration kind of is a bit lost there, because if you brush past it, and it's right next to my sink, if you brush past it, it's just going to knock whatever's on there off, so there's actually nothing on my fridge. Absolutely nothing. We do have a cooker hood ornamentation, which is just the Jack Daniels sign. That's it. It's pretty basic on decoration, which is kind of a shame. I'll look into it. Maybe I'll add some just for you guys. It won't be for you guys, it'll be for me. Shh. The next question is about booze. How much booze you have in the kitchen? And actually, the majority of booze I have in my kitchen is my girlfriend's homemade sloe gin, which she usually makes on the build-up to the Christmas period, and she just goes out, handpicks sloes and stuff, and makes it all herself. And one of her best friends made like labels for it and stuff. She's a great artist called Wolf Skull Jack. Michelle Harvey. There's links in the description below so you can check out her work. There is also, there's martini. There's an extra dry martini. I've got a single malt scotch, so that's kind of cool. Some port, but most of my booze isn't in the kitchen. We've got a little glass and drinks cabinet in the living room, so that's kind of where most of that is. What else? The most important thing in my fridge. My fridge looks kind of bare at the moment. I don't really have a most important thing. I suppose I've got lazy garlic, which is kind of useful, but I don't use it as much as maybe I should. Mayonnaise. I really like mayonnaise because I have wraps, so I mayonnaise my wraps, but I wouldn't say there's one important thing in my fridge. My fridge is transitory. So this gets me down to the last question, which is eat 3 random things from your cupboard. Actually, in Steve's video, it said eat 3 things from your cupboard, so they don't technically have to be random. But in the spirit of things, I have 3 food cupboards, so I'm going to grab a piece of food out of each of these cupboards. And I'm going to try and get stuff roughly the same size, so it'll go together. So in the first cupboard is kind of like popcorn and stuff, which is all really tiny. So there's also Kit Kats in there, so I'm going to grab a Kit Kat. Uno Kit Katten. In the next cupboard is mostly like jars and stuff. Hang on a second whilst I check, is this open? This isn't open, so I'm not going to open it. Kit Kat and gherkin would have been horrifically brilliant there. I'm going to go for a stock pot. The third one is dried goods and emergency goods. So it's the kind of dried noodles and stuff like that we put aside so that if there is ever an apocalypse, I've got something to eat. Or if I run out of money. So I've actually got cake icing. I'm going to regret this. But I'm taking part in something bigger than myself. Now, it's probably a faux pas to walk away and do this, but my girlfriend's actually over there, and she's giving me a look on her face of, are you really going to do this? Yes, yes I am. So, beef stock cube thing. That goes in there. Nice bit of Kit Kat. Just all the rapper noises that you guys love. I'm regretting this already. I'm just going to break it up a bit. Bit of Kit Kat. We'll go for the blue icing so it'll show up nice. So yeah, so you guys can see in here. Let's have a look. Yeah, bit of that coming out. There it's coming out. Oh, that looks beautiful, don't you think? Don't you think that looks lovely? Yeah, this is going to taste delicious. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, maybe delicious. Maybe not delicious, but we'll find out. I'm willing to give it its chance. Let's mix this up a bit. This is not mixing. None of that is mixing. That is just sitting on top of itself and looking worse the more I'm moving it around. Just move it around. Oh, why? What? I'll get a bit more of that stock thing. Oh, come on. Just get a good lump. Oh. Okay. Oh, the beef stock pot adds a marmitey kind of texture and flavour to the Kit Kat. Oh, thankfully the Kit Kat and the icing are really strongly sugary, so that it's kind of like sugar and Marmite, or like chocolate and Marmite, which I'm sure some people do like Marmite and Nutella. So, you know, why not? Oh, you guys are the worst. I am genuinely disappointed in myself right now. So thanks for that, Steve. Oh my god. So I'm going to taste that all night now. I'd like to nominate Twisted and Omega from the Twisted Needs You channel. Omega's actually got his own channel as well, so I'm hoping he'll either do one with Twisted or one on his own channel. I'm also going to nominate Josh Mills from the band Senosha. Oh my god, this is vile, because I know he's just moved house. And I haven't seen his house yet, so it'll give me a chance to see his kitchen on video before I actually see it in real life. And I'm also going to nominate Goatesque. I'm also going to nominate Goatesque from the Keylan, as he runs one of the big LAN parties in Cheltenham nearby. I'm now going to go and wash my mouth out with asbestos. So thanks for watching, guys, and tweet at me or like, favourite, subscribe and all the jazz and socials and blah blah blah, and I'll see you guys soon for some gameplay stuff or music stuff or interviews or whatever, and I'll catch you guys soon. Bye.